Good morning, Flosstube. My name is Dawn Marie from DM's Crafty Vortex. I'm saying good morning, but it is actually 11:30 at night. I just got out of work and I thought I would film a quick video. I was on my dinner break at work today and I was looking at Instagram and saw a post from the Black Needle Society. They put a call out to Flosstubers. They are looking for some reps and some VIP reps, and it seemed pretty exciting. So I thought I'd give it a try. There are some things you have to do to qualify to be a rep. One of the things is you do need 750 subscribers. If you look at my subscriber count, I am in the low 200s, so not quite where I need to be. However, I'm an optimist. So I'm going to videotape this anyways, and I'm going to do all the other steps and hope by the 16th somehow my subscriber count shoots up to the 750s. If you like what you see and you like some of my videos, it would be great if you could subscribe down below. If you could give me a thumbs up, and if you could comment. All the comments and the thumbs up help get my video out there for other people to see and hopefully get me some more subscribers and see if somehow I can reach that 750 mark. If I don't, that's okay too. I'll just have fun trying. So this video is a call out from the Black Needle Society. They have some tagged questions that we need to answer. So I'm going to answer all those questions, and then at the end I am going to show you some cross stitching and a little something I designed that I'm going to have a vote on the fabric I'm going to use. So this prototype is going to send its way to Michelle over at Michelle Bendy Stitchy, and it's going to end up in her auction. But first, the questions from the Black Needle Society that I have to answer. The first one I answered already. My name is Dawn Marie, and this is DM's Crafty Vortex. That's the name of my channel. And I am coming to you from the starting to cool down state of Maine. Let's see. Got to put the glasses on, so I apologize for the glare that you're probably going to get from the light. But again, it's 11:30 at night, so I need some extra brightness to do this video. Let's see. How did I come up with my Flosstube name? I did discuss that once in a prior video, but DM's Crafty Vortex came into being from years of having a craft room. And anytime I'd go down in my craft room, you always say the same thing. I'm just going to go craft for a little bit. I'll be back up in a few minutes, or I'll be back up in a couple of hours. And then I would go down there, and then about 10 minutes later, I'd look at my watch, and it was actually 2 or 3 hours later. So we started to just say, hey, I'm going to go down into my time vortex, because I would come up hours later, and it felt like it only been a few minutes. So it just seemed natural to name my channel DM's Crafty Vortex, because we are in a vortex when we start crafting, and time just disappears from us. Why do you want to be a Black Needle Society rep or VIP? I mean, that one's kind of obvious. If you've seen any of the unboxings from their stuff, it all looks pretty amazing. I actually just subscribed for the full year next year, so I'm really excited to get my first box in January. And I think opening something as amazing as that and showing it to everybody just seems like such an exciting way to air a show. So I want to be a rep because they have great products, and I would love to show those products to everybody. How would you promote your boxes? Well, one of the ways to promote boxes is to do unboxings on your Flosstube channel. I do Flosstube once a week, so I've only had 5 videos up, but I've been pretty consistent every Thursday for the last 5 weeks. I plan on keeping up with it. Like I said, I only have about 200 or so subscribers, but I'm doing this Flosstube for me. So subscribers or no subscribers, I just think this journey is great being videotaped, so when I look back later I can look at my old Flosstubes and be like, oh yeah, I remember making that, and I remember doing that. So I plan on keeping up with these videos. I have my Instagram account, so there's showing your boxes there. I also have a Facebook account, so that's another place to show your boxes. I have a lot of crafty friends who I have been enabling. I got one of my friends to start cross-stitching, which isn't really a big surprise. Her name's Sue. She does knit, she quilts, so cross-stitching really wasn't much of a shove for her. However, since starting this channel, I got my best friend Amy to cross-stitch. That is a pretty big step. She cross-stitched a little bit way back in high school. I am almost 50, so high school was quite a while ago. But I've gotten her to pull out her cross-stitch and sending a bag her way, and The biggest news is my fiance is going to start cross-stitching tomorrow. So I think if I can enable him to cross-stitch, I could get a lot of people excited about the Black Needle Society. I also, for this video, did my nails. Figured that looked like Black Needle Society nails, didn't it? You gotta get yourself in the mood. So got that all done for this video. And so I will, at the end of this video, I'll show you a little bit of what he's going to be working on starting tomorrow. How have you heard about us? Well, if you're watching my video, I'm sure you've all seen Michelle of Michelle Bendy Stitchy. And that's how I heard about the Black Needle Box Society, because of her unboxings. I love watching her unboxing. It immediately got me hooked. And then on her Instagram, she started showing things. So then I had to start following the Black Needle Society on Instagram. And you only have to see a few videos to know this is something you want to be a part of. And then I immediately signed up to start getting my own boxes. What non-stitchy item is close at hand while stitching? My non-stitchy item is my laptop, because while I'm stitching I have all the other Flosstubers on, 911 Stitcher, and of course Michelle Bendy Stitchy, Colorado Girl, I think, am I saying that right? Just, you gotta have the stitching floss tubes up while you're stitching to keep you company, so my laptop is definitely my favorite non-stitchy item, and if it's morning, of course, that cup of coffee. But later in the evening, probably not so much. Again, I work nights, so I do need to unwind and try to go to sleep when I get home, but if you got too much caffeine in you, that's probably not the easiest thing to do. What is your favorite item you've seen from the Black Needle Society box? That would be day 7 of the Bash box. If you've watched any of the unboxings, it is this absolutely gorgeous fabric. Don't remember who did it. It was, wait a minute, Fabric on a Whim. It was this beautiful ombre fabric. It is something I would never go out and buy on my own, but if you get something like that in a box and then you have it, then you can just think about all the different things you want to do with it. I would probably give it to my son, who designed my logo at the beginning of this video, and I would probably make him design me a cross stitch. He's never designed a cross stitch before, but you know, the things he'll do for mom, something like that deserves a one-of-a-kind on it, and it's just so much fun to get boxes. I've gotten some boxes for knitting, but it would be really amazing to get some cross-stitch ones, and it just kind of gets your ideas flowing when you get something you wouldn't necessarily buy on your own. And then what vendor are you dying for us to include? Personally, I wouldn't be dying for a specific vendor. I think it's so fun if somebody goes on Etsy and finds all those small shops and just gives that at-home people some business, you know, a different shop every box, and find somebody and just something unusual. If you pick a vendor that you're dying to see, it's probably a vendor everybody's dying to see and everybody knows about. So I think getting one of those boxes and getting some unheard name and getting other people's names out there would be the most thing I would be looking forward to. If I had to pick a vendor I know already, again, I would go back to Michelle Bendy Stitchy. Have you seen her Drama Llama pattern? That is something I'm getting at the beginning of the year. And she's released new sayings to go with it, so you don't have to do the original saying that comes with the pattern. So that's something exciting. So seeing something from her, I think, would be a lot of fun to see in a box. That is all the questions from the Black Needle Society, and I'm just going to show some stitching, because if you've stuck with me this far, you probably want to see some cross stitching. And in keeping with just the feel of the Black Needle Society, I pulled out my Halloween pattern that I'm doing from the Fat Quarter Shop. It's called Fright Night, and it is a weekly download. So we are on week number 2. There's 5 weeks to it. I don't need my glasses for that. So last week, if you've watched any of my shows, I did the Halloween, the spider's web, and the spider. So this week is the bat, and then I'm just stitching in all this white from the moon. So hopefully I'll have that done tonight, or at this point I should say tomorrow morning. I'll be stitching tonight once this is over. So that's some stitching. I did mention that my fiance is going to start cross-stitching in the morning. I just brought out the pattern that we got from him. And isn't this cute? Look at all these little football players. He is going to stitch, get rid of the glare, this one, the Dallas Cowboys. Now, no hating on the Cowboys if you don't like them. We're going to keep it positive, but this is going to be his first cross stitch. We went out today. We got all the threads and all the fabric, and he's ready to go. So when we get up in the morning, I'm going to get him started. And then I talked about a little book that I designed that I sent off to Michelle Bendy Stitchy. I do have the first prototype with me. There's been 2 more changes since then, but I'm going to show you the original prototype and then show you some fabrics I'm thinking of using. We're going to put one of these, I'm sorry, I'm getting this to wiggle and I'm not going to edit this. So there's going to be no outtakes at the end because we're doing start to finish, mistakes and all. So this is I call it the Everything Floss book. And what it is it's sturdy. And when you open it up, there's a spot for your threads. So all your selkies and your cry necks. I do have a zippered compartment right here. And it's a see-through, so whatever you put in there you can see. Then I have a spot for your overdyes right here. And then I have some felt, so if you have this open while you're stitching, you can put all your loose threads right there so they don't go all over the place. And then right here I have spots for all your bobbins for your DMCs. And then it just shuts up and velcros. And I did add a different flap to it that I like better, and there is a pocket for you to put your pattern in, so you'll have everything all together at once. So this is what I've sent off. I am going to make a new one for her auction, but I cannot decide on the fabric. So we've got some choices here. Just let me know down below which choice you think you would like if you were going to go bid on it. So here is choice number 1. Isn't that just such a pretty fabric? So if you like this fabric, just say below that you like choice number 1. And then choice number 2 is this black fabric with these beautiful butterflies on it. So if you prefer this fabric, just say below that you prefer choice number 2. And then choice number 3, this purple fabric with these beautiful flowers. It's not quite as bright as it's showing up on the video. So if this is something you prefer, just say you would prefer choice number 3. Whichever one gets picked is the one I will make the Everything Floss book out of, and I will send this off to Michelle Bendy Stitchy, and that will end up in her auction for people to bid on. So that is everything for tonight. I am going to go and get some stitching done before I go to bed, and this will probably upload in the morning. Again, if you want to see more of me, please subscribe below. Again, I'm trying to get up to 750 subscribers by the 16th. Comment below. Let me know which fabric you like. If you don't want to comment on the fabric, any comment below will help get my video out there. A thumbs up would be amazing. I would appreciate that. And just a little heads up for next week, I'm going to have a few days off, and I am going to do that video tutorial of my bags like I promised. So all of you out there who are wanting to make a bag instead of buy a bag, keep an eye out for that. Again, subscribe below so you don't miss the video tutorial on how to make my vinyl bags. And you all have a great night and happy crafting.